Hello?
All right. Hold on. I want to give a quick announcement. Keep tapping the live, keep sharing the live to whoever you believe is interested in this topic. Um, Also, please send gifts. Help me reach my gift goal. I've five already, so I just need 15 more to achieve my gift goal. Thank you so much. Yeah. So Maceo, age, race, and pronouns.
56 black he him.
Turn your camera on. Hello.
Oh, hold on.
Okay. All right. Just making sure.
What's the problem?
No, it's no problem. Just like uh sometimes YT people like to blackfish, so I wanted to make sure
Oh,
that yeah, that
I
happens a
sound
lot. And
white?
then they'll do that and be like, oh, no, not just because I just want to make sure.
Okay.
But yeah, so tell me why you disagree.
I disagree because internalized racism is a aspect of racism itself, and it only applies to marginalized groups accepting racist stereotypes and narratives about their own group and projecting them on their group.
So internalized racism is not racism in and of itself. It is a symptom of racism or something that is developed from racism, but it is not racism in and of itself. It is not the system. It is a result of it. And it is something that only oppressed people, like you said, only oppressed people can feel and experience. But it is not racism.
So is interpersonal also not racism then?
Unless it is from a YT person, no.
So if racism has four types: interpersonal, institutional, structural, and internalized, why is one isolated out of the four types to say it's not racism but the other three are?
So it's not four types. It is the four components of racism that make up the whole. It's four parts that make up the whole. So all of those things are parts of racism and how they
Oh,
work. However, you cannot separate, and I'm not separating those two parts. It's just that you have one particular component that works one way, the interpersonal racism, which again, a YT person calling a black person the N word, or like treating them a certain way. You also have microaggressions. Oh, you're so pretty for a black person. Oh, may I touch your hair? Oh, those are examples of interpersonal racism, right? And
so
then
you're
you
saying
have
that out of the four components of racism, only three of them are actually racism?
no, all four of them are racism, but they're not separate forms of racism. They're not separate types of racism. They are
So
all
what are
racism.
they?
Racism is the umbrella, and then interpersonal, structural, and the other two types are underneath that umbrella of racism. But at the top is racism.
Yeah, I don't disagree with that, but
They are the foundation that make up, or like racism, racism is the house, and those four components are the foundation,
yeah, I get your
the
analogy,
pillar.
but why are we saying that they aren't racism? Because if one of them is part of the house, but you don't call it racism, then that would invalidate the other parts because they're in the
Is a
same.
is a brick is a brick a house?
It absolutely is not.
Exactly.
But is a brick a system?
What?
I mean,
I'm
that's what I'm
saying that
saying.
the
The
whole
analogy
house.
doesn't work.
I'm saying the brick is a part of the house, meaning interpersonal is a part of the system, but it is not the whole part of the system.
Does the
It is not the
brick.
system itself. It is a
Okay.
part of the system.
I mean,
Just
I
like the
disagree.
brick is a part of the house, but it is not the house.
I get your
Do
analogy.
you
I just
understand what I'm
disagree.
saying?
I understand exactly what you're saying. I just disagree with the analogy because I don't feel like it
Why do
fits
you disagree with
this.
the analogy?
Because you can't say that all of these different forms or types of racism are part of the system, but then when there's something called literally internalized racism, you say that that is not racism. I think
Okay.
the disconnect is that you think I'm saying that it's on par with how white people operate with other groups, and that's not what I'm saying.
No, that's not it. What I'm saying is that you're saying that black people can be racist because we have internalized racism. Is that your claim?
Based on how it's applied, yes.
So
And
that's
how
the
it's
same as
defined.
saying, oh, uh, okay. So again, that's the same as saying that a cough is the flu. Like a cough is the flu.
I mean, I disagree with the analogy because a cough can come from a variety of illnesses. So I don't get the analogy.
Right, but if you
You
have
can
the
cough
flu,
because,
it can
huh?
that is true. But what I'm saying is that the internalized racism is a result of the illness, which is racism.
So is
So you
institutional
wouldn't
racism.
say no,
But we're
no,
not going to downplay
no
institutional racism.
no institutional racism is racism.
Yeah, I mean they all are racism under the umbrella.
No, okay. Let me ask you something, right? What is internal? How does internalized racism
Hmm.
um benefit Black people
It
systemically?
doesn't. It's not supposed to.
That's my point.
No, but the
So
purpose
how
of
can you say
racism.
that that is a form of the
Go ahead.
purpose of racism is in order for racism to exist, it has to have a beneficiary.
Yeah, and that's white
There has to
people.
be someone benefiting from the struggle.
Yes.
Exactly. So
Yeah.
saying that internalized racism is racism, we would have to be benefiting from internalized racism, and we
No,
don't. That makes no
because
sense.
the purpose of racism is to benefit white people,
What?
and black people being anti-black benefits the system of racism, does it not?
But it doesn't benefit us as a
It's
race.
not supposed to.
But you're saying that we are racist because we have internalized racism.
What
That
is the
makes no
definition of
sense.
internalized racism?
Oh my God.
I mean,
This is
I don't know
ridiculous.
what I don't.
You're literally saying that a sick person benefits from being sick. That's what you're saying.
That's a bad analogy again. What I'm saying is
No, it's
very
not.
simple.
That no, it is not. Somebody because again, racism is the flu, and you're saying that the people that are getting sick from the flu are benefiting from the flu.
That's a
That's what you're
terrible
saying.
analogy. That's not what I'm saying. What I am
No, it's
saying
not a
is
terrible analogy.
what I'm saying is the system of racism has always been to uplift white people. Internalized
So
racism
how is so
benefit. I'm trying to answer your question. Internalized
so
racism
no
benefit.
no you're not you're just no you're repeating the same thing over
But
again.
is that
I heard you the
wrong?
first time.
Is
I'm
that wrong?
saying yes, it is
So
because you're saying
anti-blackness
because
doesn't
if it's
benefit white
no,
people?
oh my God. Do you know what it means to be a racist? Do you know what racist means?
Yeah, anybody that's a I would say somebody that participates in the system of subjugation that elevates white people over non-black people, or rather non-white people.
No, that's not what racist means.
Okay. Well, I'm going off Vanderbilt's definition, even
Racist,
though that's a shorter version of
racist.
it.
It's not that. Listen, you do understand that definitions only describe something; they do not prescribe them. You
Vanderbilt's
understand that, right?
definition is a prescription. I mean, I have it right here. It's very
No, that's a
prescriptive.
definition. Is not. No, you're no definitions. This is what dictionaries will tell you. Definitions do not prescribe.
Yeah,
They
this
only
isn't from a
describe
dictionary.
something. They don't
This isn't
prescribe it.
this isn't from a dictionary. I said it's from Vanderbilt University's study on the subject.
You just said it was a you just said it was a definition.
I'm talking about how they defined it. They say the systemic subordination of members of targeted racial groups who have relatively little social power in the United States, blacks, Latinos, Native Americans, and Asians, by members of the agent racial group who have relatively more social power, whites. This subordination is supported by the actions of individuals, cultural norms and values, and the institutional structures and practices of society. That's pretty
Okay,
prescriptive.
okay, so I mean it's still a description, but again,
Okay.
how does that make black people racist?
Because, like you said
Even
earlier,
with what you just said, even in that description, how does that make black people racist?
because they're participating in a system that helps uplift white people. by
They're
being
not
anti-black.
participating in it.
So
They're not
being
participating in it.
so what is
They're
colorism?
being they're not participating in it. They're being affected and subjugated by it. They're not
And
the only way you can participate. So a poor okay, so I'm gonna ask him, can a slave participate in capitalism?
you mean can they benefit from capitalism? Because I mean, by
Can
them,
they participate? Can they, excuse me, can they participate? Listen to my exact words. Can
a
they
slave
participate in
a
capitalism?
slave could not because they don't have the ability to work on their own will and make a profit.
So with you understanding how racism works and how it only benefits white people, how do black people, by having internalized racism, how is that, how is that them, what did you say? How is that them participating in the system?
Because of the way you phrased what you just asked me. You said they have internalized racism.
Oh my God. I, I
I mean,
really, I am just,
if internalized racism isn't racism, why is racism attached to it?
see, so what you're doing is you're doing, and I hate it when people do this. You're nitpicking the words and you're using semantics rhetoric without, and like you're completely ignoring the context of the words that you're saying and what we're talking about.
I mean, I can give
You're
the
being nitpicky
context.
with the words. You're acknowledging, and and you're doing it intentionally. You're doing it on purpose
I mean, I just
because
disagree
you're
with
not,
you.
I can tell you're not unintelligent. You're just trying to be a contrarian
No,
and nitpick at the
I
word and
actually
nitpick
just
at certain words.
disagree.
Disagree with what?
The way that people try to sanitize the term by alienating black people from participating in the
Sanitize what term?
internalized racism by saying it's not racism or it's only a symptom of the system or it's
Because
anti-blackness.
how do they benefit? How do black people benefit from internalized racism?
What is the purpose of racism, period?
How do no answer my question? How do black people benefit from internalized racism?
They're not supposed to benefit from it, ma'am. That's the
Exactly.
entire
So it's
point
not
that you're
racism.
missing.
It's not.
So
They're not racist then. They're not racist then.
so why
If
is
they're
it
not
called
benefiting
internalized
from
racism?
racism, oh my fucking God. I can't. Nope, I'm done. God, I can't. Nope.